Hello again, everybody. Zach Attack is here with the Atakline for Monday, July 15th, 2013. Hope everybody had a great weekend this weekend. I did kind of with Great Money Bank last night. If you didn't see my review yet, and lost my family. My aunt died over the weekend. But despite that little situation, I persevered through the weekend, especially with my gig on Saturday. I did a gig on Thursday. The movie night, now did another gig on Saturday, which was a grad party. My second to last grad party of the summer. It was for this girl named Samantha, whose mother my aunt knows. It was one of my aunt's friends, not the one who I said passed, but my other aunt's friends' daughters that I did this party for. And it was on Saturday, and it was a decent show. It didn't rain. It was sunny. It was a good weather. I didn't like our position. We were set up way far away from the crowd, but still was a decent show for what it was. And there was not a lot of things. It was more of a laid back. People were getting drunk, but they weren't like hard drinkers. There was not a lot of hard partiers. Some people were bouncing into music. People liked music. People enjoyed the show. Everyone enjoyed it. There was not a lot of things, but still everyone had fun in the show no matter what. They had a good time. There may be a little bit of drama, but besides that, it was still a fun little show on Saturday. And that's how I spent my weekend besides watching my Make pay-per-view on last night, which I'll kind of talk about in my wall preview later on in just a few minutes. So there you go. Now, let's kick off the entertainment news with, the number one movie. We have as of now, and I need to double check this, make sure before I say it, because I don't want to say the wrong thing. Like last week when I accidentally said John Weinman instead of Chris Weinman before looking at the name. So I make sure my data is correct before I announce something. And it is official. Second week in a row, still number one movie. Despicable Me 2 holds off Grown Ups 2. With a second week total of $43 million now, Grown Ups 2 did a decent $41 million despite losing to an animated movie. It proves that Despicable Me can beat anybody. If Despicable Me can beat Johnny Depp, it can beat Adam Sandler, Chris Rock, David Spade, and Kevin James. So it can beat anybody. But Pacific Rim, a big, taunted blockbuster, only made $37 million. Not bad, but still lost to an animated movie. It didn't make as much as Inception, the director's last movie. So there you go with that. Now, on with probably the saddest celebrity news that happened over the weekend. Yesterday, actually. I need to mention that this week marks 2-year anniversary of me making videos. It's been 2 years since I've been making YouTube videos with me doing these new things and doing the wrestling reviews. It's been 2 years. So, I'd like to thank everybody for the support. And when I started making videos 2 years ago, during my early Ataklines, I used to make Glee reviews and previews because I used to be a Gleek until they moved to Thursdays and everybody graduated, including one of the main characters who, unfortunately, as everybody knows now, died at the age of 31 yesterday. Of course, I'm referring to Finn, a.k.a. Cory Monteith, was found dead in a hotel room in Vancouver yesterday at noon. Like I said, I was up when the news came around. He was found in his hotel at noon, but the news didn't come out till about 1 o'clock, early Sunday morning. Early Sunday morning, when 1 o'clock, I went on Facebook. I thought it was a hoax or something, but it wasn't a hoax. That Cory Monteith was found dead in his hotel room on the 21st floor. They checked in the hotel on July 6th. They were supposed to check out on Saturday, but when he missed the checkout time, they apparently found him in the hotel room laying down. And a autopsy is set for today. Now, he has gone to rehab and has got out of rehab for substance abuse, but there is reports that there was substances and beer found in his hotel room. So it might have been an overdose. No cause of death, like I said, yet. They're doing an autopsy. As I speak, they're doing an autopsy today. There's no results known yet. No known result of the autopsy yet. Probably won't be finding out autopsy results till probably tomorrow. So everybody's in shock about it, including, of course, Cory's on and off-screen girlfriend, Leah Michelle, a.k.a. Rachel, who has not released any statement besides with respect to privacy. Many people, including John Stamos, Rihanna, and another one-time Cory Monteith fling, Taylor Swift, among the rest of the people, including various Glee cast members like Harry Chum Jr., aka Mike Chang, Kevin McHale, all the other show. A lot of people have been sending their condolences to the friends and family of Cory Monteith at this very sad time. And there's a lot of questions to be answered. What was the cause of death? Because Cory just got out of rehab. He might have had a relapse. And he seemed so good. He felt so upbeat, according to many people who saw him or heard from him before his death. Because everybody thought he was feeling good. He just got out of rehab. He was feeling all right. They want to know what went wrong. And the other big question is, how are they going to fill in the blanks when it comes to Glee? Because Finn Hudson, Cory's character, was a big character on the show. Despite graduating back in season 3, when I was last watching Glee, he was substituting for Mr. Shu and trying to get back with Rachel as much as I know. Because I didn't see any of season 4. For one thing, I was on Thursdays with TNA, so that kind of add on to me missing the show because of graduation anyway. But it just got too dramatic for me. It wasn't as funny as the first season. So who knows how they're going to write him out of the show. They're probably going to... I would not be surprised if season 5, season premiere, starts out at Finn's funeral. They're going to write him out. So... I mean, a lot of people, Glee was getting ready to shoot season 5. You know, they were doing promo shoots. You know, they were doing like the film shoots, including Cory in them. So they were supposed to shoot the season a couple weeks now. It may be in crisis mode because of this whole situation. So we'll see how Glee handles it and writes them out of the show. But till then, it is a sad situation. No matter, and he was a decent actor on the show. You know, I liked him on the show, and it is sad to see him pass too soon. You know, gone too soon. So indeed, rest in peace to you, Cory Monteith, and condolences go out to his friends and family, especially Leah Michelle. At this time, there's been a hashtag Pray for Leah trending on Twitter. So there you go. Now on with news on a festival, Iheart Music Festival. The 3rd annual Iheart Music Festival in Las Vegas announced its lineup today. In keeping in tradition of the last 2 years, it's an eclectic lineup of various genres: pop, rock, country, and rap. It'll take place on September 20th and 21st at the Grand Garden Arena in MGM Grand. The headliners, there's a huge list. We got Justin Timberlake, Katy Perry coming out of hiding after mostly taking this year off following the near 3-year promotional blitz that was Teenage Dream, along with Bruno Mars, Fun, Adam Lambert with Queen. They have been doing one-off shows, and now Adam's with Queen in this show, marking it one of Adam's first North American performances with Queen, along with Maroon 5, Kesha, Elton John, Muse, Tiesto, Chris Brown, Keith Urban, Tim McGraw, J. Cole, Muse, Zed, Phoenix. I said Maroon 5 already. I said Miguel, 30 Seconds to Mars, Benny Benassi, and surprise guests. That's on the main stage. They're also going to have a festival village, a free stage, out like a second stage outside of the MGM Grand, which is free for everybody, including those who don't have a ticket. And that second stage will feature Miley Cyrus, Avril Lavigne, AWOL Nation, Pete Tong, 21 Pilots, and Jason Derulo. That's on the free stage. And of course, we're probably going to add people in the next couple weeks and months to come. And of course, surprise guests. There's always seems to be surprise collaborations. Like last year, Pink and No Doubt collaborated. And of course, who could ever forget Billy Joel's anger times when it led him to rehab after last year's Iheart Music Festival. So we'll see what will happen during Iheart. They're probably going to stream it on the internet again. And do like a TV special or something like they did last year for it. So there you go. Iheart Music Festival announces the lineup, the initial lineup for the 2-day festival happening September 20th and the 21st in Vegas. Now, before I get to my Raw preview tonight, and boy oh boy, is it going to be a very intense Raw after what happened last night at the pay-per-view. Speaking of questions that need to be answered, there's going to be a lot of questions to be asked and answered tonight. News on WWE 14. I rented out WWE 13 from a library. I want that game. It's now on sale, $40 everywhere. So I'm going to probably buy WWE 14, especially since my birthday's coming up. 13, not 14, but 2K14, the first game under the new partnership between WWE and 2K Sports. It's coming out in November. And today, WWE 2K14 and 2K Sports announced that a new downloadable playable character will be available to pre-order. For the last couple of years, the WWE games have involved a pre-ordered character. Like last year, we pre-ordered, you got Mike Tyson. We pre-ordered WWE 12, you got The Rock. They wanted another downloadable pre-order character. And there's been a lot of rumors about who was it going to be. There was many speculation. Sorry about the storm outside. It's starting to rain out here. It's hot, but it's raining out here. Hope everyone's keeping cool out there. But anyway, there was speculation about a certain wrestler who's had his ups and downs with the WWE. There's been reports about him, especially when images came out that looked like it was him. And it is official that the downloadable character, when you pre-order WWE 2K14, is officially the Ultimate Warrior. That's Ultimate Warrior making his first appearance in a WWE game that's not WWE All-Stars. Like 2 years ago, Warrior was on WWE All-Stars. But it's his first time being on a real WWE game that's not a side game. You know, not Legends of WrestleMania, not All-Stars, but the main WWE games. WWE 2K14. They made a commercial with Ultimate Warrior being in it. And it was kind of a funny commercial. And he was still doing the old Warrior promos like, Warrior! He did a snort. It was a kind of a cool little promo. And he looked great. You know, he has short hair. He was wearing the face paint. You know, there's commercials all over YouTube, but it's a funny commercial. And it was said that Ultimate Warrior, during this press conference, they had a press conference to announce this, he said that he did all the negotiating and the licensing through 2K Sports. He did not talk to anybody in the WWE about this. He did all his negotiations through the game maker, 2K Sports. 2K Sports reached out to Warrior, not the WWE. So Warrior is happy to be part of this. Of course, you can get the character when you pre-order in a select store, like Best Buy, Amazon, GameStop. It's on the 2K Sports website, where you can get the Ultra Warrior thing. I even got an Ultra Warrior trash can with double side with him and Hulk Hogan. So, and I used to love. It was one of my other favorites besides Hulk Hogan. When I was younger, Ultra Warrior and Hogan were my two favorites, and Macho Man too. So there you go, Ultra Warrior to be a unlockable, playable character when you pre-order WWE 2K14 coming out this October on PS3 and Xbox 360. No more than it will be on PS4 or Xbox One. So there you go. Now, on with what should be an intriguing WWE Raw tonight. The aftermath of Money in the Bank. Boy, oh boy, it should be very intense tonight. Top 4 questions that must be into tonight. Question number 4. What's next for AJ and Dolph Ziggler? Now, last night, Dolph Ziggler kind of inadvertently got screwed out of his long-awaited rematch for the world title against Alberto Rio. It seemed that Dolph Ziggler did have it in the bag, but AJ came out to the ring, skipping. I thought she was trying to distract Ziggler. If that didn't distract him, AJ hitting Del Rio with the Divas title belt and the ref was looking, that distracted him. That caused a disqualification. Del Rio retained after AJ got involved. The Dolph was pissed. And I said in my review, if you didn't see my review last night of Money in the Bank, did AJ do it inadvertently, by accident, or did she do the interference on purpose to screw Dolph Ziggler and break up with him? We'll see what kind of answers. We'll see if AJ's relationship with Dolph Ziggler's dad, like many other relationships that may have ended last night, especially Team World Scholars, may have been broken up after what happened with Damien Sandow basically screwing over Cody Rhodes to get the Money in the Bank briefcase. And of course, I'll get to Punk getting screwed in a moment. And also DeFi kind of getting screwed too because of the whole Eamon conspiracy there. And speaking of that, that leads to question number 3. What will happen with the Money in the Bank winners? Will they cash in tonight? I doubt they're going to cash in. Of course, the 2 Money in the Bank winners. For the World Heavyweight Championship briefcase, Damien Sandow. The WWE title briefcase, Randy Orton. Now, I wasn't happy with the results because I've been saying my wall preview, I was predicting Ambrose was going to win the Money in the Bank for the World Heavyweight Championship. I predicted that Daniel Bryan was going to win the WWE Championship Money in the Bank, and I was wrong on both accounts. Now I'm kind of stuck by who won. In my mind, they don't deserve them. Especially Orton doesn't need a title again. I know it's been a long time since Orton been champion. And I hate to admit it, I'd rather see Orton be champion than Cena, but come on, Orton's had the championship as many times as Cena. So that's just my opinion. We'll see if they cash in tonight. But I know they're going to start teasing the briefcase with people. I told you last night in my review. If you missed it, I saw the pay-per-view of some of my friends last night. And my friend said if Damon Sandow tries to cash in Money in the Bank, bet you every time he tries to attempt, Cody Rhodes is going to come in and prevent it because of the screw job that happened with Cody Rhodes being close to getting the briefcase, but then Damien Sandow pushing him off it, putting aside friendship for the pursuit of gold. See how that relationship boils over tonight. Now, question number 2. Who's next for John Cena? Well, besides the threat of Randy Orton with the Money in the Bank briefcase, I thought Daniel Bryan was going to get the briefcase because I've been hearing rumors about Daniel Bryan facing up against Cena. So there's no wonder who's going to face Cena at SummerSlam, but I bet you the feud, the build-up for SummerSlam may start tonight. Knowing WWE's process, one pay-per-view ends, another hype. The hype for the new pay-per-view begins. So we'll see if anything happens with Cena tonight and who's going to challenge him at SummerSlam. And of course, question number 1. What will go down between CM Punk and Paul Heyman? Now, Daniel Bryan in the Money Bank match, Daniel Bryan kind of got screwed a little bit too besides Punk. He got hit in the steel chair by Curtis Axel. And I thought Axel, and it looked like Curtis Axel was coming in to help CM Punk despite Punk's, rebuttals and not wanting to be associated with Heyman anymore on a business standpoint. And it even showed when CM Punk did GTS Axel after that. But then Punk got screwed as well as Heyman nailed him with the ladder. And even making him bleed and getting staples in his head. That was a nasty bleed last night for Punk. And they were supposed to be friends and all, but I don't know how this friendship's going to last after Heyman basically screwed Punk out of the Money in the Bank match last night. Now it'll be very intense, especially with the impending CM Punk Brock Lesnar match. I bet that match will be teased tonight. Because when Paul Heyman, after what happened to Punk a couple weeks, the day after Payback, getting F5 by Brock Lesnar, CM Punk asked Heyman, was he behind it? Heyman denied being involved with Lesnar, but I think Heyman was secretly lying. That Heyman did send Lesnar on Punk. And now after this screw job, it may be shown now that Heyman did send Lesnar to attack Punk. And of course, it could tease for the possible SummerSlam match. Will Lesnar show up tonight and attack Punk? We'll see what happens. This should be a very intense war, especially since it's in New York, New Jersey area. Especially after the last time War was in New Jersey. After Mania, boy, expect another rowdy crowd tonight. At 8/7 Central War on USA Network. That is it for my Atakline for today. I'll see you all later for my War review tonight. And with that in mind, you've been attacked by the news from Zach. Thank you all very much for watching. See you later. Yeah.